then again medu host. Okay, so now, so here I'm just sharing that just scroll up, little bit scroll up. All these are the different product. So you have the domain, domain.
Hmm.
One product is domain, another
Hmm.
product is hosting,
Hmm.
another product is SSL security. Scroll
Hmm.
down. The one this is the GoDaddy. In GoDaddy, you have bought different product. GoDaddy have so many products related to the web services. So one of the product is domain. Just
Hmm.
scroll down. You
Hmm.
have two domain
Hmm.
that
Yeah.
vishesexport.com and
Yeah.
vdesign.co.in,
Yeah.
and another is you have a web hosting where you
Hmm.
want to access the things, right?
Hmm.
Web hosting, the another product you have bought from the GoDaddy is web hosting.
Is it
Scroll down.
required?
Yes, deluxe
Okay.
web hosting you have. You can you can have multiple website on this. Web hosting
Oh.
means you have a deluxe cpanel web hosting. So
Yeah.
you have cpanel web hosting. So if you have the access of cpanel, that means you have the access of admin.
Okay.
If you have the access of linux deluxe linux hosting with cpanel, that means you can manage whatever you want on your server,
Okay.
right? So and the third product is SSL security. So this is also
Certificate. Yeah.
separate, entirely separate product, right? If we want to
Okay.
manage the SSL, then we have to go to the manage SSL and corresponding manage. And then you have
But
the
SSL is not applied to all pages.
so you have implemented it on the vdesign.co.in, and
Yeah.
that is expiring on expires on already okay, it's expiring on January 3rd
Correct.
January. So you have implement, either you have bought the only one SSL and you have implemented it on vdesign, or you might have multiple SSL but you have implemented only on one. So it's a
Hmm.
standard SSL you have applied on one website, right?
Okay.
And
Hmm.
you have the one more product, that is website security and backup.
Hmm.
So this is the separate product.
Okay.
Website security and product is a separate product. Apart from that, you might have some additional product
Hmm.
that we see later. So now if you want to do anything on your website, to upload the photograph, download the photograph, if you
Hmm.
want to uh, uh, take everything in your control, so you must have access of this account to you only. So
Okay.
you have to make sure that GoDaddy account should be available to you only, right?
Okay. Yeah.
So if you are making sure first thing, then means all these products are comparatively secure. Apart
Okay.
from that, all these products can be individually logged in on their respective interface,
Okay.
right? So if you will give the access of cpanel, so cpanel someone can access without logging into the GoDaddy,
Okay. Hmm.
right? So
Yeah.
just go to the web hosting, just go to the
Hmm.
web hosting.
Yeah.
This is the web hosting.
Yeah.
There you have to make sure that you have changed the you might have changed the password or login, or you have set up the two-step verification that whenever someone try to log in, you will get the code on your mobile, then only anyone able to log in it. So most important security is required on the web hosting,
Okay.
right? Because this is the computer, this is the place where all the data is getting saved,
Okay. Hmm.
right? So click on manage,
Okay.
right? So this is, you have the access of this is cpanel. Now you
Yeah.
are going to see the server. Server means there is another computer, you are accessing another computer from your computer interface.
Okay.
So your screen is your screen, but actually you are accessing a GoDaddy server computer.
Okay.
Okay, so here you hosting, we can see that in hosting what you have done so far, we will see. So in hosting, you have PHP admin, where you are managing all the PHP code. File manager, you will upload the images, graphic, theme, product, services, everything you will manage through the file manager. FTP, if you want, just scroll above, top of the page.
Hmm. File
Yes.
manager.
So these are the yeah, this dashboard, my PHP admin, file manager, FTP manager, GoDaddy Analytics. So these are something related which you can manage separately.
Okay.
But to access the cpanel, here you can go to the cpanel admin, and this is here you can see that. Scroll down little bit. I'm just asking for your request for remote control. Let's see if I can. You can see my screen, my
Yeah,
mouse as well.
Bharat is requesting remote control of your screen. Shall I
Yeah.
say
So
approve?
now, can you see my mouse movement? Is my
Fine.
mouse move?
Right?
Can you see my mouse movement?
No.
Hmm.
It says approve. Shall I say approve?
Yes.
I'll give approve now.
Hmm.
Okay.
So now, can you see my movement of mouse?
No.
No.
Hmm.
Is my
Now it's coming. Yeah.
yeah coming now?
Hmm.
So here I'm saying, just go above, scroll up.
Hmm.
So this is your dashboard.
Hmm.
File manager, you all the file. See, whatever on the internet is available in the form of some file. It's a PDF file,
Okay.
image file, video file, text
Yeah.
file, coding file, PHP file, JS file, CSS file,
Hmm.
MP4, MP3, whatever. So
Hmm.
everything is file,
Hmm.
right?
Okay.
File extension can be different, file format can be different, but everything is a file.
Okay.
So if you are saving those file on your server, you can manage all those files through the file manager. If you have a website,
Hmm.
you have installed WordPress. So
Hmm.
WordPress is a folder you have installed. You can manage your WordPress, you can manage your WordPress theme, WordPress plugin, WordPress images, WordPress videos, WordPress, whatever, all the file, whatever you are uploading on, everything will be uploaded on the computer, that your server computer, and you can manage to download the file, upload the file, delete the file, everything you can manage from the file manager.
Okay.
But
Okay.
when you have the access of the file manager, you have the access of the entire server file manager. It's
Hmm.
not segregated. Let's suppose you have two different website, and if you have given the file manager access, that person have access of your both the websites files.
Hmm. Hmm.
In the file manager, you can,
Hmm.
as we have C drive, you must have on your computer, you have a C drive, D drive, you have
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
drives, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
in the same way, you can go to the file manager, you have a different folders. Within that
Okay.
drive we create folders. So file manager is one of the drive given to you, and
Hmm.
within that drive you have the folders. You have
Yeah.
folder for V design, you have folder for Visage design, you have folder for might be some other website you want to create. So you have different folder in the file manager,
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
right?
Yeah.
So all these things you can, and FTP manager means whatever folder you have created in the file manager,
Hmm.
that you can give different access to different folder to different people using FTP.
Hmm.
Let's suppose you have two folder, folder 1 and folder 2,
Yeah.
and this is the website 1 and website 2. Now you
Hmm.
want to give the access of website 1 to me only.
Hmm.
In that
Hmm.
case, I will have I will access only website 1 data. I will not able to access website 2 data, though both the site
Hmm.
data is available on the same server. But
Hmm.
as you have given the FTP access of folder 1, I
Hmm.
can see all the file which is stored in folder 1. I cannot see the folder 2.
Hmm. Hmm.
That is the FTP manager. You can manage the different folder access to different people,
Okay. Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So this is two important thing to manage the access. If you
Okay. Now,
if you are,
I have
yeah.
not shared anything with anybody, but
Mhm.
I am not able to upload photos. Why?
Okay, so I will see that how either you can, to see the photographs, you can simply go to the file manager, select the folder, upload the photograph. One way is that. Another way is you can go, let me should I show you image upload first, then I will come back
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
explain this one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
go
Yeah.
to the file.
This
Okay,
file
let's
manager.
go to the
Yeah.
file manager.
Yeah.
Click on file manager.
Yeah. Shall I?
Yeah,
Okay.
now you are accessing the file manager of your server.
Okay. And I have issues with the mail also.
Okay, I will look into that.
Every time it is asking, do you trust this link or whatever?
Okay. So now this is the, you can see that you can
Yeah.
create plus file. You can see this plus file means you can create file.
Yeah.
plus folder, you can create folder, you can copy, you can move, means one folder to one, you can move a file from one folder to another folder. For copy you have to select, then only you can copy. For move you can select something, then only you can copy. Upload means you will click on upload, click on upload. First select the folder where you want to upload the images. So go to the public underscore html. This is the different folder you have created on your server. These are the different folders on your server. So all the website data is in general stored in public underscore html. In that public
Okay.
underscore html, you have, just scroll down, you have only one website there.
Yeah.
You have only one website.
No, no. They have given one free website, that is Visheshik's House.
Okay, so right now you have only here one website I can see,
Yeah.
and there you can click on images. Just click on images.
Um,
Yeah, this one.
Here, right? This one.
Yeah, this one or this one. Yes, yeah, either this one or you can do both. Both
Okay.
are same
Images.
one.
Okay.
So both are same thing. Within
Okay.
that images, right now there is only one DSC, some this is the three
Okay.
images right now.
Correct.
So you can click on upload. You have selected the folder where you want to upload the images. In this way you can select any folder wherever you want to upload the images. You can select the particular folder of, if you have created a website folder name, so
Uh,
website or WordPress or WordPress content, or within that content there is
Now,
any.
do I have to create a folder here or what?
No, so if you are uploading images, so wherever you are uploading, there is a path to reach that image. There is an address to reach that image, isn't it?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
as you have a let's suppose C drive, within that C you have a personal folder, within that personal you have wedding folder, within that wedding folder you have reception folder, and within that reception you have all the photographs of, might be your daughter's wedding, daughter's reception.
Mm, mm.
So there is a path to reach that reception photos.
Okay.
So in the same way, if you are uploading the photograph on any website, so there is a
Mm.
path to store that photo.
Correct.
That path is, you have to know that what is the path. Your
Mm,
path can be your website,
mm.
whatever is your website slash content slash images slash image name. So you, what you will do, you, wherever you want to upload the photograph, you can go and know the what is the path of that location,
How
and
do
then
we
you,
know? How do we know the path?
we will know that what is the website. We will go to the website, we will see that photograph, we will see the
Mm.
go to the address. When we try to open any photographs, or when we try to upload that photographs, we will see that what is the link creating. I will show you how to know that where, what is the
Now
path.
that it says cPanel File Manager V3 on the address bar.
Forget about all these things right
Mm,
now.
mm,
We are just, all these you are accessing, all the files available on your server, all the folders available on
okay.
your server. So you can
Okay.
locate, if you know the, if you know the path, you can locate here. So
Mhm.
how to know the path, I will show you separately. Right now, let's suppose there is a image folder, and this is the right, this is just, we are assuming this is the path I want to, under
Okay.
public underscore html, and this is the image, and there are all the images is getting saved. Just imagine, huh? There you can click on upload.
Where?
Click on upload, there is upload option. Here,
Here. Yeah. Upload.
this one, yes. Click on upload, select the file image from your local system. Click on select file. So now can you see the path? I will show you the path one more time. So select the images which you want to upload. Image should be in the JPG or PNG. Image format should be correct.
Which one shall I select? Anything is good.
Anyone, whatever you want to select, just select.
This one? Shall I
Yes,
double
it's
click?
up to, no, just select and open. So it's what image you want to select. You have to decide it, that what image you want to select. Now, can you see the path?
Hmm.
Home Veda V slash public underscore HTML and slash
Ah,
images.
yeah,
Can you
yeah,
see
yeah.
this?
Hmm.
Yes, copy this path.
One minute. 1 minute.
This right now, the right now whatever images you have uploaded, this is the path of that image.
Okay. Now I have to copy this and keep it safety.
No,
So
no,
that
no.
uh,
I'm just sharing you. This is the path. This is the path you have uploaded. Select.
what?
This is the path you have. This is the where you have store your images right now.
Okay,
Upload
okay.
home Veda underscore HTML images.
Mm,
This is the this is current path of your
ah, images.
right. So
Okay,
that way you should be knowing that where you are storing the images. If
okay.
you want to upload images, you should
Mm,
know that public underscore HTML, what is the website name? In website, what is the folder name? In that
mm,
folder, what is the subfolder name? What in that
mm,
subfolder,
mm.
you will select that subfolder and you will upload the photograph,
Okay. Mm,
right?
okay.
So right now we haven't gone to see that where you are uploading the images. We haven't seen the website. We have just I have shown you how you can upload a photograph,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So here you can go back, click on this go back
Go back.
images. Now you have means you can upload this way anything from your local system to the server. Right now we have
Okay.
uploaded this care.
Yeah,
We have uploaded this care kit,
yeah.
right? You have uploaded this what is the size,
Mm,
last modified
mm,
and type. So whenever you are seeing this last modified date is
mm,
let's suppose you haven't done any activity on your website. Let's suppose you are not coming to this file manager, you are not coming to your server, but
mm,
you haven't done any significant changes on your website, but you are seeing that last modified date is different. What you have from last 1 month you haven't done uploaded anything, but here
mm,
you are seeing that last upload is 1 month back. So
mm.
that means you have someone else have the access. So you
Okay.
can see that last August 11 2018, after August 11 2018 no file has been uploaded,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So this
Correct.
way whenever you are seeing some, whenever you have to test check that some malicious
Mm,
activity or some abnormal activity, just check that when it is happening.
mm.
So
Okay,
you
correct.
can go to any file and you can see that when it is happening. If it is in the
Okay,
near time and you know that you haven't done any upload or download or any activity on your server, then
mm,
who is doing that? So this is
okay.
one of the way we go
How do
in
we
this.
know somebody is
So
doing?
here you can see that you haven't done or even I haven't done, but
Mm,
some file is on my server. Who has
mm,
done that?
mm, mm, mm.
If I have done any changes on my website, then I expect okay, the changes done by last
Mine, yeah,
modified. We can see mine.
correct.
But you, if you haven't touched your website from last 2 months
Mm,
and there is a last modified date is coming, that means someone else is accessing.
correct, yeah.
So
Then
in that
noticed.
case,
Okay.
first and foremost thing,
Mm,
go and change entire password, set up the two-step verification, that whenever someone is trying to accessing your server or your file manager, they must have two-step, like your code should come to your website,
mm,
and then only anyone can access that
mm,
cPanel
mm.
or
Okay.
even the GoDaddy,
Mm.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. Mm.
two-step verification is that you can do. So in the
Okay.
same way, you can download anything if you have the backup file. I
Yeah,
can see somewhere in the backup.
yeah,
This is the backup.
yeah.
So if you want to download something, you can select and there is an option to download.
Okay.
So all
Mm.
this file folder action is there. You can edit the file, you can rename the file, you can, if you have deleted it by mistake, you can restore it within 30 days.
Okay.
You can delete a file, you can download, you can upload, you can move from one folder to another, you can copy it, you can create new folder, you can create new file.
Yeah.
All these are the you anything you can do whatever you want,
Okay.
right?
Now, how
Now
do I upload this photo now?
now tell me where you want to upload the photo.
Uh, in the website, is it? I
Open the
want to
website.
under women's special.
So where is your website? What is the folder name where you are storing the website? The website must be stored in some name. So what, in which folder your website is stored? Is it Veda?
Maybe I don't know.
So
Admin
you
image
must know that go to open your website. Is in which technology your website is?
in which?
technology you have created your website?
PHP.
PHP. So I'm not expert in PHP.
Yeah.
So let's open your website in PHP. If it is open your website, at least we can know the path from there, and that path I will try to find that path in the file manager. Open and another tab. Open another tab
Yeah.
and open your
Got it?
website.
Yeah, I have opened. Now, shall I go to enter into e-commerce?
Yes, open your website. Okay, Madhu has joined us.
Yeah, I'm
Mm.
very sorry. I'm late. Okay.
Mm.
uh,
Yeah.
very good evening.
Very
Just
good evening to both of you.
Evening,
And
evening.
yeah, good evening. By any chance, did we have a class on 30th, last 30th? No.
no.
Okay. Okay. All right.
It was I have shared that information. Saturday Sunday I have another class schedule.
Yeah,
That
there was some message from you. Yeah, definitely.
uh, yeah. So, anyways, I'm just concluding this part, and then we will resume to
Yeah.
this.
Mm.
So now you
Already,
have the
uh,
access. You go to your website, open your website
mm, there, I'm there already.
on new tab. This plus sign, new tab.
Yeah, new tab only I have opened.
No, new tab here, plus sign. This
Mm.
this is two tab open. I'm saying that open your website in new tab, new browser, not
One second.
browser. It's new tab. As you have my account and cPanel, you can open a new tab. Click on plus sign.
Okay.
Click on that plus sign. Means you have to open your website. Open that whatever website you will have. Just try to open that website.
You're able to see?
No,
Yeah, I've opened the website.
no, but we are not able to see. Madhu, are you able to see the
No, no,
website?
I'm not able to see. Yeah, yeah. You got the idea, no? Open in the new tab. Go to that
Open.
plus sign on
Got it,
top and
got it.
plus.
Yeah, yeah, I've already opened.
All right.
Okay, you can see your website.
Yes, yes.
We
Okay.
cannot see.
Now, how under that, where I want to upload this photo is
Yes,
what you are saying, right?
just share that if that place where you want to copy the address of that place and
Hmm.
paste it in the chat window. I will try to open at my end. Okay, let me open your website at my end. Should I
Yeah,
open your website at
yeah,
my end?
yeah.
So I'm reclaiming the host
Hmm.
and sharing my screen.
Okay. Because that other share is, I mean, other screen is already shared. I think this is not coming.
No. It should be like whatever you will share. Okay, you might have selected a very selective thing. So here, okay, you have the website.
E hyphen design.
V hyphen. You all of you can see my screen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can see.
Mm.
Yes.
So this is your website, right?
yeah,
So
yeah.
this website, whatever you are seeing here, somewhere is stored in your server.
Correct. Hmm.
So you have I cannot. You have to remember. You have to recall, or you should be go and check each and every folder that where you have stored this content of this website,
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
right? So here it's a enter into your website. This is called a splash screen,
Hmm.
and here you want to upload. This is the ecom. Now you can see that ecom folder is
Yeah,
there.
yeah. But
So you
then
have
you
to
see
you
that
can
SSL certificate is not applied to this. You see the triangle. Though I bought
yes.
SSL, it is not applied to
Hmm.
this page.
Certificate is valid,
Hmm.
but the connection to the site is not fully secure. You should not enter any sensitive informations. So flash file is not there. Okay, we will look into that SSL separately. So here you have to know that where you are uploading the file. So now I don't know the name of the folder where you have stored this website content, but at least there is a folder called ecom. So
Okay,
you can go to the file manager and you can search for the folder name ecom,
okay.
right? In ecom, you want to, let's suppose, where you want to upload the photographs,
See
in which,
women's. Last one, women's.
where.
The last, right, extreme right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here it's a so now in this you have the ecom. There is a index.php
Mm,
file,
mm,
and this is your product page, and this is your product.
mm,
And if I know the image address, copy image address,
mm,
I will try to open that image address, and your file is under ecom. There is a image, and first you have to identify the ecom folder.
mm,
Within that ecom image folder,
mm,
within that image cache folder,
mm,
within that cache catalog folder, and
mm,
there you have the catalog. Within that green home, green this percentage 20 means two space, two blank space, might be two blank space you have given, that's why its percentage is coming. So this green space is, this is the folder name, and then within that the file name is women space casual space blue dash 500 by 500 dot jpg. This is the file name,
okay.
and before that this is the path. So if you want your images, this is the path right now I can see.
Mm,
But on the PHP, what interface you are using, and PHP might have different interface, but the location is this one.
okay. Mm.
Location, now you can, you reach to this location in your on your file manager.
Oh,
You can
that's it.
go to the file manager, try to find e-commerce, ecom with the, this is the path you have to find uh, in your file manager.
Acha, okay.
Right. Try
Um,
to this is let's treat it as a homework, and try to find the path of the images. Otherwise, if you are creating your website in PHP, you might be using some framework. In that framework there will be an interface. There you might not be realizing that what path you are creating. You might be just uploading the photographs, but for you it might a simple interface where you are uploading the photographs, but
mm,
in backend this is the location where your photograph is getting saved.
mm,
So either you should be familiar about the interface where
mm,
you are uploading the photographs,
mm.
and tell me where you have got the option that you are not able to upload the photograph. Where you have tried to uploading it.
Now that we saw two images in the queue, you see, it has not been uploaded. It is there in the file manager itself.
No, no, no. Whatever is in the file manager that you can see on the website, that you can see on browser.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
If anything is in the file manager,
Mm,
and if you have
mm,
given the permission to access, like in general you must have seen that every file have the access right. At the
mm,
far right row or far right column there is a access right. So
mm,
by
mm,
default no one can edit it, but everyone can view it.
mm. Okay.
So if you know the path, you will just open that file is already there on the file manager. And
Mm,
if the access right is view right, so you can open that file anywhere on the internet.
okay. Okay.
Till you are by default, all the file you are uploading on the file manager have the view access. View access means anyone can see that. No one can
Mm,
edit it, but anyone can see that.
okay. Mm,
So if you know the path and you are uploading the images there, so by default it's a if that is anyone able to see that. Now
mm,
what you have to do, wherever if you are creating a PHP or HTML file and you want to show that image in the through the coding, you have to copy this path.
mm,
You have to copy this path and
mm.
paste it at the place of image.
Acha, okay. Mm,
Whenever if it's a coding part, if you are doing it through the coding, once the all the images is uploaded, you know the address of that images, you can copy the entire path and paste it wherever you want to execute, show it.
mm. Okay.
So that
Mm,
is the little bit of coding part.
mm. Okay. Okay.
But anyways, technically everything is getting stored in your file manager.
Okay. Mm,
So you have to identify, either you can upload the photographs through the interface of PHP,
mm,
or you can upload the photograph by identifying the location and then you are uploading,
mm,
or you can upload the photograph by when you have the product page, you must have some place where you are uploading the product name, product images, product photograph, product description. So you are just using the interface, and by default they are creating the location of that. See, I haven't uploaded this photograph,
uh, uh,
but I can see that where this photograph is in your
hmm. Site. Okay.
on your site.
Uh, okay.
So let's just give one, let me give you one more minute, and I will locate this photograph on your server, and then we will continue, so that
Hmm.
you can do more on that.
Yeah.
So I'm sharing one more time. I'm making you host, and you share your screen.
Hmm.
And I think Madhu, are you finding it useful?
I just come in between. No, that's
Okay.
fine. It will definitely it will be helpful.
Yeah.
But I have
Just
not
get it.
tried out anything. Veda must have
Uh,
been full time on this.
Yes, yes. But
no,
you are
I I
see,
underwent all kinds of problems. I tell you, at times I feel why I am doing business. Instead of wasting
Yeah,
time
yeah.
like this.
Why not make some bags at that time? You know.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Some marketing and these are the areas we should be concentrating. But
Yeah.
the
But
problem
this
is,
will be interesting. I mean, this will be
yeah,
interesting once you know.
yeah.
I wanted to do. What I have done is two, three domains I purchased. I
Hmm.
had to pay. Huh?
Oh,
Nobody
super.
was giving me free. 1 year and all. Hmm.
Mhm. So just share your screen,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
just share your screen. I will show you that how you can find this particular image we have just seen on your website. That I will locate. We will try to locate that image on your file
This one,
manager.
no? The C panel or this one?
I'm not able to see the screen. We are
Uh,
not able to see the screen.
no. See this?
Yes, it's coming. Yes.
Yeah.
So
Now
go
it's
to
coming.
your C panel, GoDaddy. Go to the GoDaddy.
One second.
What we are trying to do now?
Okay.
She
C.
wanted to
Now this is
upload a
C panel, no?
photograph, but she is
C
not able to
panel.
upload. So
Oh,
This
uploading.
no,
now.
now we are seeing the website. Now we are seeing your website. While sharing the screen, you can share the full screen. While selecting that, when you are sharing the screen, you might be seeing one application or one window. That's why we are seeing the only one. You can select the first option. The first, whenever you are sharing the screen, there are so many windows are there. You can select the first option.
First option, madam.
While when you are clicking on share screen, click on
Yeah.
share screen,
Okay.
and there you have a few windows, 1 2 3 4 5 windows. The first window, small few windows are there.
This one, no?
Select
This
the
one.
first window,
This
and
one.
I'm not able to see the screen. So then you can click on share screen.
Hmm. Gosh.
We can
New,
see only
new
your
share.
we can
I
see
say
your
new share.
okay, yes.
Which one? C panel, right? Or my
No, you
hosting?
can share that main is all screen on whatever you will do on your screen, we will able to see that.
This one.
Or cpanel screen, at least if you are seeing the option of cpanel, select the cpanel only. Yes, now we can see the cpanel. So here you are on the one way to go to the file manager from the topmost.
Uh,
One way to go from here. Another
uh,
way, you can go to this location,
uh,
at the same location, but you can go from the cpanel admin. Click on that cpanel admin. Both way you can go to the file manager.
okay.
You are accessing the server now. You are accessing the GoDaddy server.
Why we are accessing GoDaddy server? Has she hosted it there with GoDaddy?
Here the file
Yes,
manager
yes.
has come, right?
So this is the file manager.
Yeah. Shall I
This is
click
the
on that?
file manager. Open the file manager. I have shown you technically how to upload the photographs, but it should not be that technically. It should be very easy to upload the photograph.
Okay.
Right.
Now
So
public
go and
underscore
try to
HTML.
find search for ecom here. All files search for ecom. We have seen that ecom was the folder. Search for ecom. For after
Certified.
for write ecom. Write ecom. Search ecom. So now you can see that you have the entire website under the public underscore ecom. Click on that ecom. One backup file is there and one ecom file is there. Click on that ecom. For the public underscore html / your entire website. Click on that. Either
Which
you
one do
can
we?
double click there or you can close it.
Which one? Ecom or the other one? HTML.
No. This is the
Ah,
same path. This is the path.
okay, okay,
On your
okay,
server, there is a folder called public underscore html.
okay.
Within that ecom,
Your
within
voice
that
is
your entire website is stored,
okay,
and there is a backup of that same website.
okay.
So you can click there or you can close it.
Do I double
Now
click here or
you
close it?
close it.
Close.
Click on this close. Yes.
Top
Now
on.
go to the public underscore html here. Here. No.
Hmm.
Here, left side, application backup. Yes, go open a public underscore HTML. This just treat it as if it is your C drive, D drive, laptop
Okay, okay.
storage.
So do I
Plus
go
sign.
to?
Click
Yeah.
on that. Yes, double click there or open the plus sign. And this is your ecom. Just
Hmm.
somewhere.
Hmm. Here it is.
Ecom folder.
Yeah.
Double click there. Yes, this. Click
Okay.
on that. Double click.
Yeah.
Can you identify that? Then within that there is a images.
Image.
Images.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Ready. Shall I click on that?
images, then cache, CSCHE, then
Hmm.
cache.
Hmm.
Double click images.
This one.
Double click images.
This one
Yes.
is it?
Yes. Double click that folder. Folder. Double click. Not rename it. Double click. Yes.
Hmm.
And there is a cache. CSCHE.
Hmm.
CACHE.
Hmm.
That I can see the path was vdesign.co.in/ecom/images
Yeah.
slash
Hmm. Hmm.
catalog.
Okay.
After that slash cache, click on CSCHE and within that catalog.
Okay.
Now
On.
within that catalog the path is green home.
Hmm.
Green home. The path we have folder. And you see there you haven't given dash, you have given a space that
Hmm.
within that it was women casual women's casual blue 500 by 500. All the files, all the images are there, isn't it?
Hmm. Yeah. 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 Hmm.
Women casual blue, this one. Women
Hmm.
casual blue 500 by 500. This one. Yes. Women
Last one, sir.
casual blue 500 by 500. Yes.
Last one.
This is the
Ah.
this is the image we have just I have just opened in my system. I have shown you, right?
Okay.
So on your server this is stored here. On server it is stored
Ah.
here.
Now, shall I double click for uploading? Your voice is breaking. Hello. Hello.
I can hear you, Veda.
Yeah. Madam, your voice is breaking. You lost
I'm
it?
not hearing you at all.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm not hearing.
There is,
Yeah.
disturbance actually. Some
Must
disturbed.
be. Yeah.
Yeah. pandemic life is very hot and cold.
Mm-hmm.
Much. All people at home are not well. All,
Now it's better.
yeah, much better. Yeah.
Yes. So here, now you got the idea where you are
Yes.
uploading the photographs.
Yeah. Shall I now upload and see one?
Yes.
Now this I have clicked on the last one. Shall I say upload?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. No, so how this is the this is not the right way to upload. You must have an interface to upload the all the product details.
Okay.
Wherever you are uploading the product details, there you are uploading the images, but actually images is getting saved here. So what interface, what framework you are using to upload the PHP? Your website is in PHP. We have a session on WordPress. So WordPress, I have shown you how to upload the photographs. I will show one more time. But in PHP, you might have different interface to upload photographs. But actually, your photograph is getting saved here. If you know the coding, this is the path you will use to show your photographs. You can just upload the photograph right now.
It says again select file. Shall I say select?
Yes, yes. So see, you are uploading one photograph. You are not creating the entire product page.
Acha. It says overwriting existing files.
So you might have that for file image already there.
Exactly. Yes. Shall I say overwrite?
You overwriting means yes, they will remove the old image and they will replace it with the new one.
Only that particular, or everything will go off?
No, this particular one.
Shall I say overwrite?
It's okay.
After that?
This file is already there. Now you can go and open your website. Open your website. Open your website in the same in this window. Open your website in this window. Otherwise, we will not able to see.
Yeah. Now shall I say refresh?
Yes, but we are not able to see your website.
I'm not. I think I have to share the screen also.
Because, yeah, I think you are sharing
Yeah,
selective application.
yeah. What you said is right. That product is already there. I think I should select a different one and see if it is. I'll try that. Now
Okay,
I
now got the idea?
Yeah. I got the idea.
Okay.
Yeah.
So can we continue with what our agenda we are supposed to do today?
Yeah. Now shall I log out and come?
Yes, I'm just reclaiming the host. I'm reclaiming the host here and sharing my screen. Is my screen is visible?
Yep.
Yes. Now let's come back here. On which website we were working on? Can you suggest? Can you make me remind the domain name on which we have done something? It was isupportindia.org, or it was Bhavna Bhardwaj, or it was which website we have worked on? Digital Marketing C. Do you remember that on which website I have shown you?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
No.
Because I have so many folders.
I know.
Don't remember? You
I'll tell you.
Yeah, I think this one. Do you remember this logo we have created?
Yes, that logo we created.
That logo we have created during the session only. All right. So this is the domain name and this is the WP DAS admin. And today I'm going to show you about the plugins.
Yeah.
So here, what is the I don't remember the login. Just give me 1 second. I'm just pulling the user ID password from my. So have you practiced? What kind of practices you have done on WordPress? Any practice you have done, or you have faced any issue while practicing?
I couldn't do much.
It was not at all well. 10 days. Maybe you're still in Muscat, is it?
I'm in Muscat, yeah.
I can't come.
I have
Yes.
not traveled for an year now.
Oh.
I couldn't, right?
Mm.
But I'm planning maybe towards December.
Yeah.
I want to make one trip here.
See, actually, you see the whole of Europe again. They have.
Europe again is blocking down, huh?
Yes, they are locking down again. So sad.
Yeah, it's very bad, you know.
And the problem also, particularly France is facing a Islamic terror attack very often.
That is also having that.
And yeah, the main problem, Trump and Modi are very clear. They want to put away this.
But then it is not that easy.
Not at all easy because it's all rooted through for many years and ages. It is all. What are they going to very difficult because they have a very large network.
A network means what? They are so much indoctrinated, you know,
Yeah.
with all these wrong ways, you know.
Yeah, see, actually, particularly this Islamic people along the equatorial of you see the globe, their population is spread across, the world, particularly equatorial region. So they are almost in all the parts of the world.
Now, what is it? I didn't get you. What is it?
The population is spread across the world.
Yeah. They're trying to spread it. Inorganic growth, organic growth, everything they
Yeah. So very difficult to see, and without even maybe you come across some good people also, but without his knowledge, that fellow is also trapped. He won't even know what he is doing. So it's very difficult. I don't know how they are going to put an end to that. Fortunately, artificial intelligence is coming in a big way. So people can't lie around. Particularly corruption, terrorism. All this.
It is very overall, no. It is things are becoming more difficult.
Yeah. But what about people who are, Nyayama, we are doing it. People who are very, I'm doing it Nyayama Pandra. I go all by legal law. That is what about these people? Pathetic. And
no, it's all. I mean, even in India, the situation is bad. You see,
very, very bad. And this man is fighting alone.
So now can we see the screen?
Yeah.
Yes. So I mean to say that as you are working on PHP interface, your website is in PHP, you might have some similar interface to upload your product details.
Okay.
Right. So when you are uploading that through that product detail in page, so it will be a little bit comparatively easier for you. But ultimately, it's getting saved on your file manager. That is what I have shown you today.
Okay.
Right. So it's up to you whether you are uploading everything from the file manager and then connecting it on your website, or you have the interface to upload to on your server from some other interface.
Okay.
Right. So whatever we are doing here, everything is stored or is getting stored on our server. So we can go, I can go to the I can go to the GoDaddy server, go to the file manager, go and find that folder named digital marketing C, and within that I can go and find the media file and images folder, and within that images folder I can find some particular image. So right now we have this interface, but ultimately we are working on server.
Okay.
We are deleting file from the server, we are uploading the file on the server, we are editing the file on the server, we are creating pages, folder, everything on the server itself.
Okay.
All right. So here I'm just sharing that one screen, and we have done about the post. I think all of you are familiar with the post, how to create post. So for that you have to go and revise the previous session, and you will be able to create new post anytime by using the block editor. Right. Right, can you practice on you can practice yourself, or whenever you face issue you can uh, go and revise the previous session. You will find that how to create, how to design a particular page.
Okay.
So once you are done with the pages, you have created some different categories. If you remember, we have created different categories, all these categories we have created, and within that categories we have created all post. So we can create a new post. So this part we are done. And then media, whatever you are uploading, you can directly upload media from in the library if you want. If you know that all these images I required to have my to all these images I want on my website at different places, so you can just click on add now, and you can upload all the all the file, PDF or videos or audios or PPTs or images or JPG or PNG. You can just select here, and you can select from your local system, and you
Mm.
can select all those JPG or PNG file,
Mm.
right?
Mm.
So if you have already file uploaded here, then whenever you required, you have to just access the lab media, and you can just select the images and use that images on the page, on the folder, on the page, in the header, in the footer, in the sidebar, wherever you want to have. There is an option to add images. You need not to every time go to the select file and find the file on your on your local system. You have the library of images. Whatever you will upload image here, once that image will be remain here till you
Mm.
are not deleting it.
Okay.
So it's always good idea, if you have a structure, if your website is structured, if your blueprint of your website is ready, you know that what kind of images you are going to create, you can upload all those images here. So that when managing your page, or when adding images in your page, you need not to search on your local system. You can just select images from your here WordPress media library,
Mm.
right? Same way we have created the pages as well. Pages about your static information, which information is not changing frequently, like home, about us, contact us, services. So this information you are not changing frequently, so you can have that kind of information here. So someone, I think one of you have asked about the privacy policy, how you can generate the
Yeah,
privacy policy,
yeah.
right? Have you tried generating it?
No, no, I'm not right.
No. So let's suppose I'm creating a privacy policy content for you. I'm creating a one page. The name of the page is privacy policy. And right now, this is what default content is written here.
Yeah.
All right. If you don't have this default content, or I might have added this content in some another batch. So if you want to have content, your own content as per your company name, you can just go to the Google and search for privacy privacy policy generator. So this is the website. Either you can directly go to this website, and if you don't remember the website, you can search for privacy policy generator, and you will find lot many option where you can generate the privacy policy. One of the popular one is this one, privacy policy generator.info. Here you will give the name of the company. Let's suppose name of the company is Digital Marketing Corporation. So I'm giving the name of the company as Digital Marketing Corporation. Digital Marketing corporation. You can give the name of the website. It's digitalmarketingc.com. uh, you can name of the website and URL of the website. URL of the website should be complete one. So it's, if you have http www, that must be included there. So better way, open this website, then copy paste. Open this website, then copy, open, see that website from marketing point of view, then copy the URL and then come back and paste it. Right, you can click on next. Here, do you use cookies on your website? That means you have analytics code on your website, because all the tracking code use cookies. So if you have, you are using any tracking code on your website, that means you are using cookies. So do you show advertising through the Google AdSense? Are you displaying Google ads? So let's suppose I'm saying yes, this is a blog website, I'm planning to have a blog website, centrally blog website. If you want to have Google AdSense, Google AdSense is the Google product where you are doing partnership with the Google. Google will display ads on your website. And if you are using that advertisement, you can say yes, otherwise you can say no. So right now I'm saying yes. Do you show advertisement from third parties? Let's suppose I'm saying yes. I can click on next. So here you can generate your here you will give the name, in which country. It's India. It's a you can say that it's a temporary kaam chalao kind of privacy policy. If you have your own set of rules and regulations, and you are following some certain country laws, so I will suggest to go through all the country law, that how they allow to handle the users data, and accordingly you can create your own privacy policy. This is about creating the content. But if you don't have content, privacy policy is one of the important page you must have. That's why I'm saying you can use this kind of privacy policy page as well. So here, Uttar Pradesh, India, Uttar Pradesh, you can give your email address, and there you can generate your privacy policy. So this is your privacy policy. If you want to enter into the HTML, you can copy the HTML file. If you want to share somewhere link, you can simply share the link. But this data is not on your server, it's on privacy policy generator server. Right?
So we cannot download it to our PC.
Yeah, downloading will require payment. I will copy paste. So
Okay.
here you can see that it's note that digital marketing C has no access of control over these cookies. So they have created, customize it as per California consumer rights. This is one of the standard all websites are following. This is one state converted a act into law.
Mm-hmm.
And now every big companies, be it Amazon or Facebook or Google, almost every company is following this. It doesn't matter in which country you are, even in the US, in which state you are, they are trying to follow this rule. This is legal law now, California Consumer Act.
Yeah, but
Right.
that will have jurisdiction only in California, right?
Yes, but this company, all this company are making it as a standard that we are
Yeah, that
following
is
this.
fine. That is fine. So
Yeah,
it must be a good one. Yeah.
yeah. So that's why they have included by default in your privacy policy as well. So either you can copy paste it here from here, or you can copy paste it from here. Right, you can paste it, copy, and come back to your website, and you can either you can go it one by one. I'm not sure who has added all this content. I'm just adding it. Now you know this how you can make it better. You can use all these blocks, making it in bold, heading, paragraph, list format, quotations, table, images, galleries. You can use all these elements to make this page mm, better presented, right? So if the page is already created and you are doing any changes, then it's a update. We can click on update. So now you all know about the pages. So this is already, we have already done, right? Here you can manage your comments. So comment management means someone has commented, now you have to take the action. So I think all these are the a spam comment. So I'm just selecting it and marking it as a spam or deleting it. So here you can manage the comment. So you can take the bulk action, unapprove, approve, mark as a spam, or move to the trash. I'm marking it as spam and then moving to the trash. So here you can see the approve comment. What is the approve comment? To generate the SEO backlinks, so many robots, they have created the robots. The robots will come to your website and comment. So that's why we apply captcha. So a robot is not able to read the captcha or images, or they can't do the calculation in the image. So or they may ask some question which only human can understand and answers. So that way they know that whether you are a human being or a mm, you are a robot. So it's always good idea that whenever someone is commenting, you must have a captcha, otherwise you will see a lot of spam comment. So there you are managing all the comments as well. And appearance, as we have shared, that appearance is all about which is going to appear on your entire website. Here you can change the theme. This is a theme you can change if you want to add new theme. So here you can change any theme for e-commerce theme. Either you can, for exclusive e-commerce website, either you can change the theme, or I will show you, we can add a widgets. So you can change the theme, or we can customize the theme once we have selected the theme. This we have already done. I'm just you guys are so silent, so I'm just keep revising it. uh,
We have done it already.
yes, you have done. Now
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can recall that.
yeah.
Yes, yes. So appearance is all about when whatever changes you will do here, that is going to impact on entire website. All right. So here we have managed menu as well. If you remember, we have managed menu. So you can manage menu only when you have pages created. Once you have the page created, then you can select the page to add into the menu. Once you have post created ready, then you can select the post, add to the menu, and then organize it. You can use any custom link: Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, your website, my website, Veda's website. We can give the name of the website, we can give the text, like text is home, blog, contact. In that way you can bag website. I can write bags. I can write here vdesign.co.in, and a link text should be the bag. So then Veda website will start appearing. So let me show you. Okay, we have seen your website. Is this what does? So your website is not because splash screen. Your entire website is in e-commerce. Your main domain is totally only splash screen. So you can work on that. Your URL is not SEO friendly. Anyways,
Oh,
let's suppose this is our website. Here we can copy this website, and I can come to my WordPress, and I can add this website as in my menu, and I can say buy bags. All right, add to the menu. So buy bags, I'm making it as a second menu, and then I can decide where I want to display this menu. There are so many options. Automatically add new top level pages means whenever you will create a page, by default they will start appearing in the menu. You are creating a page and that you want that page to appear in the menu. That I don't want. That's why I have not selected it. So desktop expanded, mobile menu, footer menu. Social menu is about Facebook, Twitter, so I'm not adding it into the social menu. So these are the location where given to you by your theme. So if your theme is different, you may find one location. Your theme is different, you may find four location, you may find three location, you may find 10 locations. It depends on the what theme, and that particular theme is giving you how many places where you can add menu by without coding. So this particular menu is giving this much of places where you can add menu. So I'm adding all these places. You can click on save. Now we can go and see the page, how the page is appearing. So we can refresh it. Can you see that home, buy bags, blog? So when someone click on the bags, where they will go? On Veda's website. So menu management we have also discussed, right? So in the menu management, you can add pages. Let's suppose right now we have created one page. Which pages we have worked just now?
Privacy policy.
Privacy policies. Let's suppose I want to add it somewhere. I want to add it, add to the menu, and I want to make it as a sub menu of the privacy, sub menu of the about, and contact. I also want sub menu of about. No, contact in general, contact should be the standalone, right? So it's up to you. I'm just showing you how you can, if you want, you can make it contact of the privacy policy. We can save, we can decide the location where you want to show this, and then you can click on save. You can go and refresh that. Now you can see that within that about there is a privacy, within that privacy there is a contact. When someone will go to the privacy, they will see the privacy policy page. This is what we have added today, right? All right. So that, can you manage menu? The one menu option we have added, we have seen that how many places we have added this menu. Desktop horizontal. So desktop horizontal is this one. For this, this is the desktop horizontal, and another is desktop expanded. So this one of is expanded and one is horizontal. So one location my menu is appearing, another location this menu is appearing. I want something else in this menu. Let's suppose I want something else in this menu. What I will do, I will decide, either I can create a new menu. I can go and click on new menu, create a new menu, click on create new menu, and I'm giving the name of that menu is I'm creating this menu exclusively for the desktop horizontal. So I'm giving a name of whatever name you want to give, you can give. Click on create menu, and in this menu I just want to show my I just want to show contact us page, and I want to show, so let's suppose just I'm just showing you, and then we will decide the location, desktop expanded. So this menu will appear only at this location. Click on save menu, come here, refresh it. So it's not changing. Horizontal one is not changing, but in expanded one, now you have only two pages. This is the social menu. This is the social menu. If we want to change this social menu, and footer menu must be there. So this is in footer, there is a social menu. In footer, this is the menu. So if we want to change, if we want to have different menu here, different menu here, and different menu here, different menu here, in that case, what we will do? We will create four different menu: one, menu two, menu three, menu four, and for each of the menu, I will go there and select a menu, which menu I want to work on. So I want to work on social menu. So I will select, and we will see that right now this this is social menu. I can just delete it. I don't want this help here, so I'm removing it. Facebook, Facebook website is there, so I'm just sharing It's Facebook. Right URL should be there. So let me find if for that you must have pages on your you must have page on the social media. So this page is not available. So this is I can go and see that pages, the pages I have created. Group watch pages. So let me see if I have created any page regarding digital marketing corporation. All these are the pages I have created on Facebook. So uh, before adding that page into your website, Facebook page into your website, or any social media page into your website, you must have that page ready. So now the page is not existing. So let's suppose this is the page. I'm just so I can copy this page, or better, I think better page is digital marketing job. So I'm copying this page. This is one of the page, not that good, but yeah, this is one of the page. First you have to go and create the Facebook page, and then you can come back here and add that Facebook page, right? So that way you must have a page on Twitter. First you must have a page on Twitter. So let's suppose my page is right now I haven't checked whether the page is there or not. Just assuming my Twitter handle is this one. So we can have a Twitter page, we can have an Instagram page, we can have, but right now we don't have. So I'm just writing it here. So before adding anything, you must have that content ready. So here you have given the email ID. If your mail is on your own mail is on your domain, you can give the domain name email ID. So that way you have created one more menu, social menu. You can save this menu, and then you can see where you want to show this menu. It's by default selected in the social. Okay, so let it be on the social itself. So you can click on save menu. So right now social is here, help is also there. Right now I can refresh the page and see the social menu. Now only Facebook. In Facebook, if you see that, different URL will come. So I have selected on the mail. So they are sending me the default. They have making me land on the default mail application of the my system. Right. So here, can you manage menu now? Is it easy to manage?
Yep.
Yeah, so that way you have to go and create as many menu you want, you can create, and then you can organize it as a sub menu, as a sub menu, as a sub menu. So you can organize the way you want, and then you will decide the location, and then you can save it. That's it. The menu will be appearing at that location. So menu is important thing. And now widgets I might not have shown you. Click on widgets. Widgets, using widgets, as I might have shared with you, that widgets is the small code inbuilt with to the WordPress. Whenever I have installed WordPress on my server, these widgets get installed with that. So the code is already with your website. Code is already on your website. Now you have to decide that whether you want this feature on your website or not. Let's suppose I want to add calendar on my website. So I can decide now where you want to show your widgets. This again depends on the theme. So in particular theme, the theme right now we are working on, there is a two location we can add widgets, in the footer 1 and the footer 2. But in another theme you might have 4 footer location, you might have 5 footer location, you might have 3 widgets area. Name can be different: widget area 1, widget area 2, footer widget, header widget, hero widget, sidebar widget, left sidebar widget, right sidebar widget. So it can be, name can be different, but it's a simple that this is the location and this is the features. So you have to decide the location, you have to decide the feature and then select the location. So if it is, you are deciding to add a calendar on your website, adding a calendar by coding, it's a very big job. But if you want to add a calendar without coding, so calendar is a feature you can select, and you will see the list of the location where you can add this as per your theme. So this theme have 2 location. I can select footer 1 and footer 2. I can select footer 1. Let's suppose I want to show it in footer 1. Select add widget. So calendar is there. Calendar basically will create a link that if you have added any post on that date, it will start create a link. Someone will click on that date, they will land on all the post created on that particular date. So let's suppose I'm giving the heading of this calendar is date wise, or post calendar, post calendar. Click on save, come to your website and see that whether the calendar is there or not. Is the calendar is there? And this is the heading of the calendar we have given. So now we can see that there are footer 1 and footer 2. So this footer 2 is little bit not in symmetry, so I want to add something in the footer 2 as well. So let's go to the footer 2. What else I want to add in the footer 2? Let's suppose I want to add an image gallery. I can add anything. I can add a menu. You have so many menu, any menu you can display in the footer, or you can add recent comments or tag cloud or videos. Let's suppose I'm adding a video in the footer. So click on, and I want to add it in the footer 2. So click on add widget. So now footer 2, this video I want to show at first and then find us. So video, here you can give the video title, digital marketing course, join free digital marketing video course, free. So let's suppose this is the title. Here you have to add the video must be on, either you can upload the video from your local system. You can click on select file. If video is on your this is mp4 video, I can select it and upload it. But I don't want to upload this way. I want to upload through the YouTube channel, YouTube. So add video, upload file, media file, from URL. So here I want to give the URL of YouTube. So let's suppose this is the video. Just let's suppose this is the video I want to embed, or I can go to the video section and select any video to be there. So I can copy the URL either from here, copy this URL, come back here and add, right? Click on add widget. The video is there. I can save it. Come back to your website and refresh it. So can you see that? Now video is here, and so now if you see that okay, video length is not appropriate, so for that purpose what you can do, here you can click on share, and there you can click on embed, and in that embed you can change the height and width. So right now it's 560 by 350. You can change the height and width and then copy it and then paste it wherever you are embedding the video. So then you can manage the size as well as per the website symmetry. All right. So can you manage the widgets? Are you there?
We'll try. We'll
Yes, 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 yes,
Yes.
yes.
try to do that. Yeah.
So here you can add all these are widgets. Or
Yeah.
you can add the widgets. Let's suppose you want to add the list of the category. You can select where you want to add footer, so you can click on add widget, but the category will appear only what category you have created here. Whatever category you have created here, that will appear only. You can't create category here. So already you have created category, subcategory, subcategory, whatever category you have created, you can just display here. So do you want to show the post in that category? Do you want to show the hierarchy? Do you want to show the drop down menu? So I don't want to show anything, I just want to show the category list. So important important links or important category or important information or important education, whatever you can want to give, you can give. So click on save. So now come back to your website and refresh the page. These are the category we have created, right? So if you want this category to appear first and calendar next, first you want to show about your company, and then you want to show list of category, and then you want to show the calendar, so you can change it. So these widgets, three widgets are there, you can manage it. So text, calendar, and category. Right now text, calendar, and category. So now I'm changing it to the text, category, and calendar. So here come back, and right now it's a text, calendar, and category. And now we have changed it to the text, category, and calendar. So go and refresh the page, and now you can see that text, category, and calendar. So is it manageable?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this way you can manage the theme. We have managed the theme, customizations, widgets, menu, background. We have managed in the customize itself. The theme editor is the coding. If you know the PHP, all the PHP files are there for you to manage. All the PHP files are there. Header, theme header, footer.php, header.php, index.php, search form.php. See, all the PHP files are there, and all the functions are also there. If you will select, you will find all the functions are also there. So if you know the PHP, you can manage here. So right now PHP is not the scope of this course, so right now I'm not going into it, but here I will show you how to install the Google Analytics. So one way, if you know, if you want to implement Google Analytics by coding, you can go to the Google Analytics, generate the code, come back here and go to the header file, header.php. Make sure you are opening it. Whenever someone is asking you to add this code on every page of your website, whenever any website or any software or any feature is asking you to add this code, and you want that feature on your website, and they are asking you to add this code on every page of your website, for example Google Analytics. So Google Analytics, you want to track user behavior on every page of your website. So in that case, Google Analytics will ask you to add the analytics code on every page of your website. So one way is to add it through the plugin, but another way is you can simply go to the header.php file. It's a header.php file. In the head tag, in the head tag, and under this head tag you can add the code, whatever code. It can be search console code, it can be the master verification code, it can be Google Analytics code, it can be tag manager code, it can be, so any code which you want to add on every page of your website, that has to be added header.php head tag, and within that head tag. So if you're directly, if you are not knowing PHP, it's okay. But if you are just, if you want to minimize that, if you don't want to use a plugin for every small thing, and you know that it's a matter of adding one line of code, copy pasting. So first thing is a header file. Header file means this file is getting called on every page of your website. So this is the header file. This is the common to every page, whether you are opening home page or blog page or about us or privacy policy, except this buybacks, because buybacks is we are sending it to another domain. So if page is on your domain, this header will remain same every time. Every page you will open or your user will open, this header file will recalled. So if you are adding anything on the header file, it will be appearing, it will be there on every page of your website. So that's why we add in the header.php, and we want it to be as early as possible on the page. We want it to be as top of the page, so we will add just after the head tag. This is the HTML head tag. So just after the head tag, you can add the code. Whatever code you have, you can add. So this is the minimum thing you can manage from here. And after that, you can click on update, and then you can go and check that whether the code is uploaded or not. You will get a message that your file is updated successfully. So apart from that, if you know the PHP, you can go and customize your website up to whatever extent you want, right? So this way we have concluded our appearance. Now I'm coming back to the plugin. So plugin is very similar to the widgets, what we have shared here in the widgets. Widgets, what is this? This is a small feature on your website. You have added calendar, you have added address, you have added video, you have added some text, you have added some link, you have added some. So this is a small feature you have added on your website. But the difference is this is a pre-coded coding. Coding is already there. It's already, you have to be we are at what time we are supposed to end. You have, by what time you are available, Madhu, are you there?
No, I was muted, I think. Okay. I'm
Okay.
here. What time, how much time did we take the class now?
1 hour we have planned for
Oh,
1 hour, 6:30 to 7:30.
maybe you
uh,
can complete this portion and then we'll stop it. Maybe
yes, yeah.
I give to Veda also therapy.
Okay, it's fine. Okay, so here plugin is, I'm just I have repeated almost entire thing today. Tomorrow I will conclude this part, but
Yeah.
I'm just giving you, I will revise tomorrow one more time plugin,
Yes,
but
yes,
I'm
yes.
just giving you the introduction.
Correct.
Plugin is the any extra feature, any extra functionality, any extra things you want to add on your website, but that is not you have use on your theme or on your widgets. If you want to add something in your website, but you don't know coding to add that, and that feature is not by default available to you in your theme, and that feature is not available to you through the widgets,
Mm.
first we will try that whatever we want on our website, that we should have that availability through the theme itself. We have selected fantastic theme, but that particular feature is not there,
Mhm.
right?
So then
Then
we'll
we,
add again. Yeah.
yeah, it's a third party code, someone else has done the coding,
Mm.
and you have the library of that coding available, and right now this is not on your server. You have to select it, install it, activate it, and then use it.
Mm.
So it's the library, as we have the library of theme, in the same way we have the library of plugins. It's a third party. Any PHP developer go and create a plugin, very good feature, he finds something very interesting feature on your website, and they create a plugin for it and add that plugin into the plugin library. WordPress will review it for the normal bugs, and if they pass the test of WordPress, that plugin will be available to you in the plugin library. As we select theme, in the same way we select plugin, we will make sure the plugin should be recently updated one. We will make sure that plugin should be compatible with your WordPress. We will make sure the plugin should have active significant number of active installations. We will make sure that our plugin must have significant star rating, significant number of people have done that rating. We will go to the more detail and check that for whatever objective we are adding this code. Is this going to fulfill our objective or not? So after doing all these things, we will click on install and activate.
Mm.
So right now I'm adding two plugin for you, and we will go to how to use the three plugin. In fact, I will also give you the list of the plugin for all the features which is commonly applied on, which is commonly needed on any website.
Payment gateway is one important thing.
Yes, yes, yes. So I will add that. Let me make a note so that I will add you. I will show you all the. Mm, 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 mm. So here, let's suppose I'm adding payment gateway. Now, whatever is if it is not available in your theme, it is not available in the widgets, and we don't know coding, then we are left with the option of plugin.
Mm.
And WordPress is so popular that for you name the feature on your website, and the corresponding plugin is there.
Yeah.
So it's payment gateway, and I payment gateway you can add separately. Tomorrow I'm going to show you WooCommerce.
Mm.
So when we are using WooCommerce, then payment gateway will be the part of WooCommerce. If it is an e-commerce website, WooCommerce is the payment gateway. When you are installing WooCommerce, it's exclusively for the e-commerce website. Then managing the payment gateway is a part of WooCommerce plugin itself. So in that case, you need not to install one extra plugin of payment gateway.
Mm.
But if your website is not a e-commerce website and you are not using WooCommerce plugin, and even you want people to pay you through your website, in that case we will have a separate exclusive payment gateway plugin. Right. Apart from that, I will show you install SEO plugin. I will show you site. Google, you have a we want to add Google Analytics, Google Analytics, Google Analytics, and then Google Webmaster, all the Google tools, Google Webmaster, then Google Tag Manager. All these are the Google tool. Google Optimizely, Optimize, AdSense. So all these are combined together. You can have one tool is uh, SiteKit by Google. SiteKit by Google. The name of the plugin is. So these few plugin I will show you. Apart from that, there is no such limitation. You can use any plugin. I will show you how to use SEO plugin. I will use how to show WooCommerce plugin, and I will show you how to use this Google Site Kit. So this will take care of, and also I will show you how to generate the Google Analytics code and Webmaster code. I will not go into the detail of Analytics and Webmaster and Tag Manager, but at least these two are the basic Google Webmaster, where you are submitting your website for the SEO ranking, and Google Analytics, you want the user behavior data for regarding your website. So these two code I will help you to install, but these two are we will not able to see that in detail, but code we will install. Right. Apart from that, I will also give you the list of all the basic plugin which you can use for contact manage the. Okay, one more thing, contact us, contact form.
Yeah.
You remember contact form we are not able
Yeah,
to add
you tell me.
contact form. So we will add contact form using plugin. So apart from that, there are so many other plugins. You can just name it here. You want to have user management, user registration, and you have the plugin for it. If you are seeing any feature on your website, another website, and you want it to be a part of your website, just go and find just type some related keyword and you will find the corresponding plugins. But before using the plugin, make sure you this is plugins from reliable websites and good active installs, good rating and reviews, compatible with the WordPress, last recent update, and go to the detail and make sure that whatever objective you are trying to add, this will do the same thing for you. And you can experiment. If you want to add a slider on your website, there is a plugin for that. If you want to add a contact form, there is a plugin for that. If you want to add like whatever, just you name it, and there is a uh, plugin list of plugins there. So here you have, there is no end of experiment and explore. So these are the few most popular. Contact form 7 to manage the contact form. For SEO Yoast. For editor, if you remember, we have done the block editing. If you want the editor like Word, like as we write in the MS Word, if you want that kind of editor, you can use this classic editor. Spam protection, do you remember that today we have seen that much of comment? So I want to stop those spam protection, I can use this plugin. Elementor, as we have block editor, this is the basic editor tool. If you want to design your page, uh, if you want to have more feature to design your page, you can use Elementor. WooCommerce, that tomorrow we will to manage your e-commerce on your website, we will use WooCommerce. It is for security and backup and speed optimizations, we can use this plugin. SSL implementation, ma'am, you are not able to, if it is WordPress right now, all these we are talking about in context of WordPress.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, right.
Mm.
So you want to import if all whatever post you have created, images or videos you have loaded, or you have created the page, everything you want to export
Mm.
to use it on some another domain or some another WordPress website, you can do the import export. So these are the popular uh, plugins where you can explore. So tomorrow we are going to do the contact form 7, SEO Yoast 1, 2, and WooCommerce 3.
Yeah.
These three plugin, and one is Sitekit for Google.
All right.
These four plugin I will install
Yeah.
and then show you how to use it. Whenever you will install a plugin, that plugin will start appearing somewhere here, or
Yeah.
wherever you that plugin is useful. Let's suppose it's a SEO plugin, so the few feature will start appearing on every page, because SEO has to be done for every page. So few of the feature will start appearing on every page.
Mm.
So if you have slider plugin, so you want to add that slider wherever you want, so that slider option will be available to you on different places on your website while managing. Prime majority of the time, whenever you have any plugin, that when you will add, install and activate, that plugin will appear here in the left side somewhere.
Mm.
Then we will click on that plugin and do the corresponding setting. So tomorrow we will start with the plugin and conclude that. We will try to conclude that, otherwise at least we will conclude the plugin part. Okay,
Yeah.
can we conclude for the day?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
For the day we
Okay,
conclude, yeah.
okay.
And you are
Bye.
sending that first, recorded part separately to me, right?
Okay, yes. I
Yeah,
will break it into the two, and then I will share.
yeah.
Okay, okay. Fine, fine.
Mm.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
very much. Thank you.
Bye. Take care.
Yeah, thank you very much.